Hello, welcome to this update for Asia. So we still have a lot of storms, and especially in the tropics, spots of Indonesia. And there's this potential cyclone near Western Guinea that we talked about in the Australian video. And there's also like these big cold front spots of Japan in the Koreas. Now, so let's see. Here on the satellite, it also shows this rain in Japan and some big storms over Thailand and Cambodia, spots of Vietnam as well. So be careful, those storms, more spots of Indonesia, some isolated storms, and also Turkey has a couple of things. So be careful in those areas. Next few days, these rains will continue, especially in the tropics. So show spots in Indonesia, Friday, Saturday. Might have a lot of storms in Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam as well by Saturday afternoon, and southern China too. These storms from southern China into northern Vietnam. So be careful in those areas around Taiwan as well. Shows a front, so Saturday this goes, shows more storms Sunday, still around Taiwan, northern Philippines. Indonesia, it continues there because it's so tropical and it rains every day. But for the north, Monday still shows a few storms like between Taiwan, the northern Philippines Monday, spots of Myanmar, Thailand, especially southern Vietnam, Cambodia, this goes. Still by next Tuesday shows abundant thunderstorms, spots of southern China, into Laos and Vietnam. This goes and still shows more throughout the end of next week through southern China, eventually maybe into Japan again. So be aware those areas. Be careful. There's the accumulation shows like until next Wednesday, May 14th. So now it's May 9th. Let's see, show spots of Thailand, Cambodia, those areas. More than 90 millimeters, 77. In Bangkok itself shows through 114 next 5 days. Spots of central Cambodia, those stars, more than 100 millimeters. Spots of southern Myanmar as well, and as well as the Indian Ocean, like northwestern Sumatra, some more storms. So be careful, shows more than 100 millimeters, the Nicobar Islands, the Andaman Islands, and shows more throughout Indonesia. Nothing that crazy, but it shows some 80 millimeters in Malaysia as well, some storms throughout central Indonesia, more than 100. If further south shows more in Java, more spots there, even to 95 millimeters. So stay safe and be careful. Western Guinea will have some tropical downpours as usual, central area especially, but the southern part we have some exceptionally strong ones because of this cyclone trying to form near northern Australia. So shows more than 200 millimeters spots southernmost part, especially in some towns like Tor, and shows 187, some towns further south. So please be careful with flooding and intense storm activity. So be careful in those areas, and it does show this continuous fronts crossing Taiwan. We also pack a punch, so shows like some more than 104 millimeters, 150. So be careful those heavy rains, maybe even some isolated flooding in some spots. There's spots of southern Japan, Okinawa, and Naha shows more than 100 millimeters, even to 140. So stay safe in those islands from those storms. China shows mainly in southern China, and they're showing the north some like some cold rain, but the storms themselves, like especially in the south, those heavier storms into northern Vietnam as well. So let's see, shows spots like northern Laos, northern Vietnam, even to 100 millimeters in a few spots, and more throughout southern China. So be careful in those areas. In Japan, shows more central northern Japan, most rainfalls, 57 millimeters, 63. And there might be more too, especially in the tropics where those downpours really throw a lot of rain. So be careful in those areas. Shows still around southern India, some more showers and storms next week. Spots of western India, some showers too, and I already see some news there of some passing showers and storms. So be careful. Shows also in the Maldives, some more 77 millimeters 54. Still some heavier downpours from time to time. Shows in Sri Lanka, still some showers, maybe some thunderstorms too in the Lake Islands, some passing storms and showers. And northern India shows kind of drier, but a few showers in some areas. The thing here is northeastern India, close to 200 millimeters, 188, 195, and these areas southern China into northeastern India, especially in the footsteps of the Himalayas into southern Bhutan, shows like more than 140, 170, northeastern India into like 191, and also northern Bangladesh shows like more than 127, more spots central Bangladesh, a few showers and storms, and shows further south in northeastern India, so be careful. Those areas, some possible flooding still shows more into southern Myanmar, central Myanmar, some showers and storms. So stay safe. This rain in the Himalayas, but this mainly snow because it's too high there. But yeah, be aware as well. But shows here like those storms, in China and those areas, some snow and storms in the Himalayas. This goes shows those storms northeastern India Sunday, Monday, and this one especially by like Monday, Bangladesh, spots northeastern India might be strong, even a severe storm or two, because there's a lot of instability there. This time of year shows here, this map shows especially southern Bangladesh over 5,000 joules per kilogram of Cape. So be careful, those storms can be very strong. This goes shows next week central India, more passing storms, and yeah, it continues, especially like the end of next week still shows some intense ones, Bangladesh into northeastern India. So stay safe. There's the GFS too, shows a similar thing. That front in Japan now, those showers and storms passing by. The front into Vietnam, northern Laos, southern China, more storms in Thailand, Cambodia, those areas. So be careful too. There's the GFS rain. It shows even more spots of central western Guinea and even to 168 millimeters, and shows especially there near northern Australia, those areas, but it shows less than the European. Those southernmost areas shows Malaysia, some more central Malaysia, not Malaysia, Indonesia and Malaysia, but specifically in Indonesia shows like some 121 millimeters, further north Indonesia like 234, even in Malaysia those thunderstorms. So be careful. Brunei, some showers and storms, and shows especially heavy northwestern Sumatra. So it has even more than the European. The GFS like 300 millimeters northwestern Sumatra. So stay safe. This portion of the eastern Indian Ocean might get some very heavy rain. Those storms southern India scared this week, and Bangladesh, northeastern India. So like to 100 millimeters spots of Bangladesh, northeastern India. But the difference here, like the European has like 139 in that spot in northeastern India. The GFS just 19 millimeters in that spot. So that's a tremendous difference. The icon 49, but the icon is more than 100 further west, and northern Bangladesh the icon is more than 100 too. So yeah, it's a big difference. But just be aware, the GFS in Taiwan also shows more than 176, 147 millimeters, and more spots southern Japan. So stay safe those storms, and let's see if there's any. First, let's see if there's storms in Western Asia, and then we check snow. So still shows next 5 days around Turkey, more of the showers and some storms too. It even shows more than 100 millimeters near Georgia, spots of Georgia, and shows more further west as well. The rest of the Middle East is actually very quiet, like Uzbekistan and Iran, Saudi Arabia, very quiet. Just those fronts in Russia, northern Kazakhstan, and some snow in Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, and a finger or two in the Mediterranean. some showers possibly. So beware. But the main action here is in Turkey, those storms. So Friday shows into Saturdays, some more storms central Turkey, even eastern northern Turkey. Shows by Sunday is some in Georgia, spots of Russia because of that cold front, some snow in the Caucasus too. So this goes Sunday, spots of Azerbaijan, Georgia, some storms till Sunday, Monday. It still shows potentially some those small afternoon storms in Iran, but like very isolated. And some more in Georgia. This goal still shows by Wednesday some snow in Turkey and some storms in Turkey and Georgia. Still by the end of next week shows more. So stay safe in those areas, be aware. And there can be hail to spots of Turkey, especially northern Turkey, some higher levels of instability. So be careful in some areas there. Also Azerbaijan and Georgia and Iran, some Cape too. So be careful those areas. Now here still shows next 5 days more snow in Tibet, in China, shows those spots are central southern China, more than 36 centimeters, spots to 37, 32 centimeters. So stay safe in those areas. More spots further east in those high elevations in China and to Kyrgyzstan as well, 16, 18 centimeters, 9 centimeters, a finger two the mountains northern Afghanistan, but more in Kyrgyzstan, eastern Tajikistan and China. Shows in Mongolia still some 3 centimeters, all the way to 19 centimeters, spots north and western Mongolia, still shows North Korea potentially. And still in Russia, that's very little in Western Russia, but does show some 6, 7 centimeters there. The GFS is all the way to 15 centimeters. But there's northern to eastern Russia, especially central Russia, that's snow. And the east coast in the Pacific still more than 69 millimeters. 74 millimeters, 49, 45. So be careful those spots too. There's the GFS has more in northern Mongolia and spots of the western Himalayas and also the mountains in central China. It has more throughout eastern Russia, southeastern Russia, more spots central southern Russia. It has some in western Russia there as I showed you, more central Russia. So stay safe. It does have some snow in Turkey too, even to 24 centimeters. In the Caucasus, shows even to 34 centimeters. The European has also more in Georgia, Russia, and some snow in Turkey, and spots of Azerbaijan and Armenia. So be careful that snow, and shows still northern Iran, in some mountains there, very isolated. So be careful. There's the icon too. Shows more consolidated spots of the high elevations in China. Even 72 centimeters, more in the western Himalayas, Kyrgyzstan, parts of Mongolia, China. So beware spots of Russia too. So stay safe. There's here still temperatures in the north. It's still cold, some -4, -9, -11. Still cold in Russia. Spots Mongolia still to -1, some -2. Spots of China in those northern mountains. And shows Friday, Saturday does get milder. Spots of Russia to 15 degrees. Some spots there, except the far north, still those negative temperatures. So this goes in southernmost Russia, might even get to 24 degrees. So this goes still shows further north in Russia remains cold in spots of eastern Russia. So this goes during the night grows some more, even to -12, and the wind chills might be lower. Shows more spots of eastern Russia, Mongolia, between Mongolia, China, and Kazakhstan. Shows more Sunday, and does get milder, like southernmost Russia and Kazakhstan, even to 26 degrees. Spots of Siberia are to 12 degrees, but still cold not areas. So this cold shows during the night, this cold comes all the way down to central Mongolia. More negative temperatures, central northern Russia. Western Russia is kind of bare, but still cold in a few spots. And shows like in eastern Russia those negative temperatures, and yeah, kind of a gap in Siberia, a little bit less cold. But this goes and still remains cold there, especially northern and eastern Russia, and then does get milder southern Russia later. But be aware in those areas. Now for the south, very hot, except in the Himalayas, it's still cold, especially in Tajikistan, northern Afghanistan, northern Nepal, still very cold in those mountains. And I don't know if I showed you snow specifically, northern Bhutan, northern Nepal, still some snow, especially in China. But let's see the temperatures here. So still like warmish in India during the night, and Kazakhstan kind of hot during the night, but during the day still shows to 40 degrees many spots of India, 38, 38, even to 41 in central Bangladesh. So very hot many areas in central Myanmar, south central Pakistan to 43. So stay safe. And the rest of Southeast Asia just tropical-ish, nothing too crazy. But this goes gets milder during the night. But still shows throughout this weekend, except for example Sunday to 38, 4 degrees, spots of India to Bangladesh, more in Pakistan, driven to 44 degrees. So stay safe. Sunday, Monday, still shows spots of India to 41 degrees, 42 spots central northern India. So stay safe. Southern Nepal as well. Shows in Pakistan to 45 degrees, 44, 45 Monday. So be careful. Monday, Tuesday, shows even like Wednesday in eastern India to 43 degrees, 44 degrees, central northern India, 43 New Delhi, some 44, 46 in Pakistan. Wednesday, this goal still shows Thursday to 47 in Pakistan again. So this is extremely dangerous. Please be careful. And still shows 44 northern India, 43 in Pakistan. So Thursday, Friday still shows more in Pakistan to 48 degrees again. That's so dangerous, but it's just a forecast. It might change. But last time I showed you this, it did happen. So please, uh, please take this into account. So be careful. Shows more like Friday, still Saturday. This next Saturday, like some 43 degrees northern India, 44 in Pakistan, still to like 48, 47. Those are southern Pakistan and southern Iran, right in those valleys there that tend to trap more heat because lower elevations, shows to 49 degrees Celsius. 40 freaking 9. You can really be baked alive if you don't be careful. So please be careful. Do everything you can to stay cool. Some more valleys in Iran to 48 degrees, another spots to 47, and that's just the temperature. The feels like temperatures might be even higher. Like if it's 49, you might feel like 53. So please stay safe. 47, 49 in those valleys, still some 47 in Pakistan, still to 46, 45, some low 40s, central northern India. So stay safe. Sunday, Monday, still shows on the 19th, northern Pakistan to 46. In the end, still those valleys all the way to 48 degrees. So please stay safe. But this is just one model that I showed you, and this forecast will still change, so don't freak out yet. So shows here the GFS2 throughout this weekend, some 44 in Pakistan, some 43 in northern India, some 42 in Bangladesh as well. So Sunday, Monday, the GFS is also some 44, 42 in India, some 45 in Pakistan. So this goal still shows next Tuesday to 46 in Pakistan and like 44 northeastern India. This goes like central northern India, not northeastern, and shows again like Wednesday some 48 in Pakistan again. Wednesday, Thursday still shows some 45 northern India, Pakistan to 48, 47. This goes shows like those areas to 46, but has the worst in Pakistan to 48, 47, even 47 northern India. The GFS might be exaggerating in India, but both models have different ideas. So, because for example, the European, yeah, the GFS is also 49 degrees southerly on next Sunday, the 18th. So stay safe in those areas. Please be careful. And the Middle East is a very hot place too. So let's see what might happen. Let's see. Shows still like Saturday afternoon. May 10th, tomorrow, some 42 degrees in the Accra, in Kuwait, to 41, 42 in Oman, still some 40s. But this is the calm part still. You will see what comes next week. So shows already 44 by Sunday in Iraq, some 43, Western Iran, United Arab Emirates to 41, Dubai just 32 in the coast, but some interior spots might get very hot. Saudi Arabia too. This goes during the night, it does cool down, but some spots still remain a little bit hot during the night. That can be dangerous. But in the mountains in Iran does like lower a little bit. This goes already shows by Monday the 12 to 45 degrees southern Iraq, some 44 in Iran, shows in Oman close to 41, 42. This goes, and then Tuesday the 13th already shows in Saudi Arabia to 46 in a few spots, northern Kuwait and Iraq to 44. At the same time, southern Kazakhstan getting hot already, Turkmenistan to 41 degrees already, Uzbekistan. So this goes shows already by Wednesday the 14th, some 41 degrees in Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, southern Kazakhstan, and Saudi Arabia to 44, and Iraq to 41, some 42 in the Arab Emirates. Wednesday, this goes, and the European does something very crazy. It gets to 46 degrees in Turkmenistan on Thursday the 15th, some 45 degrees in Uzbekistan, 44 in Kazakhstan, and shows again some 43 Saudi Arabia. So Thursday, Friday still shows in Kazakhstan to 45 degrees. At the same time, the GFS is just 32, and the icon doesn't even go that far. So this goes shows by like Saturday the 17th is West and Saudi Arabia, some values to 44, some 45 in Oman, spots there as well. And still hot in Kazakhstan. So this goes, and here comes the crazier part. It already shows 48 degrees in southern Iraq on May 18th by the European. The GFS is just 42 on May 18th. So don't take this completely into equation, because this might not happen, because the GFS is just like 45 instead of 48. But it does show already 46, the GFS as well. So please stay safe, and still shows very much scorching later. So stay safe in those areas. And in Turkey, it's still kind of coldish in the Caucasus as well. But the afternoon does show hotter in Syria, southern Turkey, spots of Jordan. So I don't know why everything's moving here. Shows in Turkey, some central spots even to 29 degrees, but in the mountains still cold, especially Georgia, more spots there. And then does show Cyprus, the central areas to 33 potentials on Sunday inside the island. And then shows Sunday, Monday, still some active temperatures in the Caucasus, northern Turkey, some mountains, and then slightly warmer southern Turkey in the afternoon, or western Turkey. But yeah, Monday, Tuesday, still kind of colder in the high elevation spots of Turkey. Wednesday, and still shows next week's some negative temperatures, central eastern Turkey into Georgia, potentially, but we'll keep watching. So stay safe in those areas. Please be careful. Let's just see if there's any crazy wind or anything. So they're showing Japan now, the European, even to 106 km per gust. The GFS just 34 km per gust in that same spot, and the icon to 109. So two models are in agreement and one is in a parallel universe. So let's see what happens. There's also South Korea, spots of the Sea of Japan, some strong gusts. This goal still shows strong gusts Saturday in both sides of Japan. And then this goes crosses north central Japan, some strong gusts Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon. So be careful. This goes by Monday. This goes away, but might affect some strong winds in Russia. Monday, Tuesday, still a gust or two northern China, and then this goes shows again kind of strong gusts southern Russia, spots Thursday, Friday. Next week, northern Japan again, spots northeastern China, around the 16th, 17th, northern China. So be aware, we'll keep watching, but that's far out. And you know those storms that are happening in spots of China and Southeast Asia, those storms have very strong wind inside of them as well. But that wind doesn't show up here, but just be aware of those storms. So shows spots of central Kazakhstan, slightly gusty Saturday, central Turkey, slightly gusty as well. So Saturday this goes, strong gusts in Mongolia, even to 82 km per gust, spots of northern China, Mongolia, this broad low pressure in Russia, slightly gusty, some strong gusts in eastern Turkey, spots there as well. So Sunday, Monday still shows northern China, Mongolia, some strong gusts, and shows more in Syria, Jordan, slightly stronger in Turkey, or even Pakistan, Kazakhstan, some instances of strong gusts in the Indian Ocean as well. So be aware, but it depends on the model you use. The GFS is also in Mongolia and China there. So Monday, Tuesday still shows strong gusts in northern China, even 25 km per gust in Kazakhstan. So be careful. The GFS is much less, but we'll keep watching. This goal still shows potential next Wednesday, northern China, spots in Mongolia, a few isolated spots on the west, but that's very specific. So Wednesday, Thursday still shows disturbed spots in northern Mongolia, western Mongolia to northern China. And now it shows northern Iran, some strong gusts next Thursday, the 15th. The GFS kind of has it as well. So beware, this goes Friday, very strong in Mongolia and China, some strong winds again. Potential in Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, those areas, Turkmenistan, and western Turkey, even Saudi Arabia, spot or two. This goes in Kazakhstan again by like Saturday the 17th. The European even has between Afghanistan and Iran, some strong gusts. Saturday, Sunday, the European has still in China, strong gusts on the 18th in southern Mongolia, and spots of Russia too. So be careful. Even as in Iraq, Saudi Arabia, some strong gusts, spots of Western Asia on the 18th. And if you are example in some spots of China, Mongolia, and the wind is 100 km per gust, this type of wind gusts can be dangerous, so be careful. There's the GFS barely has anything at that same moment. The European has this, the GFS is a calm day, so don't trust these models completely, and what I'm saying to you right now might change a lot still. So just be aware. Potentially after May 20th, some disturbed in the Pacific again, but we'll keep watching. So stay safe, especially those strong showers and storms and everything.